Welcome to Module 3, Tax Practitioner Registration Process via eFiling. Once you have successfully registered with a recognized controlling body, the recognized controlling body sends information through to SARS, informing SARS that you have registered with them successfully. It is now your responsibility to go onto the SARS eFiling website to firstly obtain your PR number and also configure yourself as a tax practitioner. This is a three-step process. The three-step process will now be outlined in the following screens. So, step 1 would be to log on to eFiling, www.sarsefiling.co.za. Once you're on the website, please log into your eFiling profile using your primary login or your personal login credentials. Click on Login, you insert your username, followed by your password. Once you have entered eFiling, on the top ribbon you'll see there's a Home button. Click Home. On your left-hand side, a tab will open now that says Maintain SARS Registered Details. Click on this item. A form will now be generated with all your personal details on there. It's very important to note that all your details needs to be updated with SARS. So in the event that a cell phone number has changed or an email address has changed, please update it on this form. This form is commonly known as the RAV01. Also remember that if the incorrect cell phone number or email address is on the form, it then means that all your OTPs, which is a one-time PIN, will be sent through to these numbers or this email address. Please ensure that it is correct. Once you have done that, scroll down and you'll see there's a section called My Tax Practitioner Registration. Click on that. In this section, you'll need the following details. 1, your registration status. 2, your registration number. 3, the appointment date with the relevant RCB. 4, the controlling body you belong to, and 5, if you want to deactivate your registration. Once you have inserted all this information, the next step would be to select your RCB. Click on the drop-down box, select which RCB you belong to. As a tax practitioner, you may belong to more than one registered controlling body. You need to select which one is your main controlling body. Once you have selected your main controlling body, click Done. The information will now be processed and sent through to SARS. So in the next step, you will need to now obtain your tax practitioner number. So you will need to follow step 1 again. So you click on Home. Then on the left-hand side, Maintain SARS Registered Details. Once you've done that, you click on Tax Practitioner Registration and your tax practitioner number will now be pre-populated. Please write it down or copy it. On the final step, you will now need to add on your tax practitioner portfolio to your existing eFiling profile. So click on My Profile, Portfolio Management, and then Add Portfolio. It's very important to note that as a tax practitioner, you must have a tax practitioner portfolio and not an organizational portfolio. When you've done that, you say Add Portfolio. Once you've added the portfolio, you then click on Services, Additional Services, and Tax Practitioner Registration. On this screen now, you will now configure your tax practitioner registration. Remember that number you had to write down or to copy. You will now paste it by your tax practitioner number and say Confirm my tax practitioner status. Once you've done that, click Done. The information has now been successfully submitted to SARS. You have now been registered and configured.